So looking at this current Bitcoin price action, we can see, guys, the price of Bitcoin right now is flashing us a very interesting scenario. A scenario which is pointing us where the price in the medium short term, where the price for the coming days might be possibly heading. So before I jump into it, before I start talking about it, let's destroy that like button and let's try to reach at least 1,000 like in this video. Thank you very much. Now, first thing first, what I want you guys to monitor is this symmetrical triangle. Just like how we anticipated, Bitcoin, after finding support above 110,000, has started with a relief rally. And in this relief rally, if you look at this price action inside the symmetrical triangle, ended exactly when we tested the upper trend line. So if this here results in another continuation, just like what happened here in the past price action, then you can see, guys, this is also the top from the symmetrical triangle. And now we could see another continuation which could bring the price of Bitcoin back around this 110,000 support line before deciding the direction. So what must happen here in the medium short term? Bitcoin must hold its ground around 110,000 if you want to continue with this uptrend, because if this 110,000 holds the price, if 110,000 was the target which we have already tested, I mean this 1 2 3 reversal, according to this bullish continuation pattern, you can see the neckline will be our next price objective, and this neckline sits around $118,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, guys. If the price of Bitcoin wants to continue with this uptrend, then in the medium short term, we must hold our ground around this bottom line, which is around 110,000, and also break the resistance from this upper trend line. And we know breaking out of the resistance from this upper trend line means another continuation towards this neckline around 118,000, and even towards the price objective from this 1 2 3 reversal pattern. Because if you look at this example on the right hand side, 1 2 3 reversal pattern, many also call this ABC reversal pattern, doesn't matter. But for us, what's important is the neckline which we have around 118,000, because once Bitcoin breaks out of this key trend line, then the upcoming days for Bitcoin is expected to be bullish, and price, just like in this example, is also expected to show a continuation which will look somehow like this. But what must happen for this bullish continuation to play out? We have to overcome the resistance which is holding us at the moment. I mean, first resistance will be the upper trend line from the symmetrical triangle. Second resistance will be from this Williams alligator indicator, which during downtrend acts as resistance. I mean, if you look at this crossover, whenever you see this green line appearing at the top and blue line at the bottom, that is when we know we are in an uptrend, and a pullback will be looked as a temporary pullback, right? But during downtrend, blue line starts appearing at the top, green line at the bottom, which marks downtrend, and during a rally, a relief rally, the same trend line acts as resistance, vice versa. So this is still a bearish cross, but we might see a coiling up from this Williams alligator indicator, and coiling up from this Williams alligator indicator indicates incoming volatility. So if we break out of this key trend line which is holding us the resistance from this Williams alligator indicator, resistance from this symmetrical trend line, and parallelly also the resistance from this Bollinger Band, the central line from this Bollinger Band is also rejecting us at the moment, just like from this Williams alligator indicator, you can see here, right? Just like from this resistance line, even the resistance from this Bollinger Band is holding us. So what must happen if we want to see another bullish continuation pattern playing out, price following this 1 2 3 reversal pattern and this symmetrical triangle favoring the longs? We must overcome this resistance which is holding us around $115,000. But once this key line of resistance gets broken, the upcoming days for Bitcoin is expected to be very bullish. I mean, Bitcoin has officially entered inside the CPR trend line, and these CPR trend lines are very important for us, bottom, central, and the top CPR line. And if you monitor the price action carefully, you can see we already found support above the bottom line. Now we might come for a retest on this central CPR line, which is one very important support at this time, around 113,200, 113,300. But remaining above this key trend line means, you know, the upcoming days for Bitcoin is going to be very bullish, because in that case, our next price opportunity sits around 115,800, and even up to 119,000. But we are aware, since it's 30th of September, even if Bitcoin fails to touch the R1 line, we are more than happy if we could end this month inside this CPI trend line. I mean price simply closing above 110,000, because by doing that, we are going to print another parallel lining CPI, which could be a preparation for another continuation, which might look somehow like this. So for all this bullish continuation pattern to play out, what must happen? Bitcoin must hold its ground around 110,000 and break out of this resistance which is holding us at the moment. But what if this bullish breakout turns into a fake out and price of Bitcoin, instead of a bullish move, start with another continuation? What if this resistance holds the price and price of Bitcoin after this relief rally shows another bearish continuation? Even this Bollinger Band, the center line, rejects us and price after that shows another continuation to the downside. Lower highs, lower lows continuation pattern type of formation. What in that case? In that case, breaking out of 110,000 support line means we must monitor this price action using a rising wedge, which is a bearish continuation pattern. And I just showed you Bitcoin around this area. Looks like forming a double bottom, symmetrical triangle. Doesn't matter whichever way you look at it. But for us, it's very important that we hold 110,000 support line. But if we fail to do that, you know, guys, the price of Bitcoin after this small relief rally could show a continuation to us the downside, which could bring the price of Bitcoin on 100,000, $102,000, because we know it's not just only this rising wedge. Even this head and shoulder pattern will be lining up parallelly. Yes, we are aware after testing the neckline, we had a very nice bounce, but as long as we remain below this resistance line, which I just showed you, right, from this Bollinger Band, Williams Alligator indicator, even the upper trend line from the symmetrical triangle, we must still monitor this bearish continuation parallelly. So that's why even for this bearish continuation to get invalidated, what must happen? Bitcoin must hold its ground on 110,000 and break the resistance which is holding us at the moment, because by doing that, this bearish continuation will get invalidated and price, even in the bigger picture, will show another bullish continuation, invalidating this pullback around the 50 exponential moving average. Because in history, during uptrend, whenever Bitcoin showed a move around the 50 exponential moving average, we after that had a very, very bullish continuation playing out. So for this bullish continuation also to get invalidated, Bitcoin must hold its ground above 110,000. So please, guys, please wait until certain line of resistance or support gets broken before jumping into any trades. Otherwise, things could get very, very ugly. And these were some of the quick updates that I wanted to share with you in this video. If you enjoyed my work, then please do not hesitate to destroy that like button. And to those individuals watching this for the first time, to hit that subscribe button. And also a quick reminder, if you haven't claimed this $30,050 bonus from Bybit, then please check the video description, because these events are temporary. And if you are an experienced trader who want to take advantage of this market volatility, trade with free money, then the time to act is now. And by saying this, I'm signing out. Until next time, bye-bye.